Hi friends, and welcome to the Average Gal's Guide to Anxiety. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about creating a more calming environment. There are a million different ways to create a calmer home environment and a calmer office environment, so today I'll tell you some of the ways that I've done that in my home and in my office. One of my favorite ways to create a more soothing environment is music. I like to play classical, soft jazz, something of that type, just to create a more calming atmosphere, usually in my home. And a lot of the times at work, if I'm working through a big project, it helps me kind of keep my focus and keep my anxiety levels lower. There's a lot of research on how color affects your moods, but at home I like to keep the walls neutral, usually white or gray, and then I like to add color in here and there. I can show you around my home a little bit and show you what I've done. In our living room, I made our sofa really cozy with lots of comfy pillows with a little bit of fun color popped in. And I have a lot of blankets, you can see back here, just to keep everything kind of cozy and calming and relaxing. I also set up a little coordinating seating area just for some fun conversation pieces. And I like to add little pieces of greenery and little candles that you can see right here, just to give it some relaxing vibes, kind of a spa vibe. I definitely recommend keeping your decor minimal, maybe just keeping up photos of your family and your loved ones and your friends, or maybe some art pieces that really speak to you, or even photos from vacations or places that you've traveled or places that you'd like to travel. Most of our decor right now is pictures from our wedding. There's some pictures of the two of us that we have up on the walls behind our couch. And then all of my decor pieces are usually faux greenery because I'm not a huge fan of trying to keep plants alive. And just different little pieces here and there that have significance to me. Now these can apply to also in your bedroom space. You want to keep it kind of neutral and calming. I know a lot of places recommend that you do like whites and grays and light blues just to give it just a calming vibe, just to help you sleep and keep your mind empty. I've also seen it recommended to keep a book or a journal next to your bedside or next to your couch as something to read to take your mind off things, or even to use a journal to write down your thoughts or what's keeping you anxious. In my living room space, I usually keep word searches on our little ottoman for something to do if I get anxious while I'm hanging out in the living room. In our bedroom, I definitely keep a book and a journal on my bedside, and I try to keep everything a little decluttered just so it doesn't stress me out when I'm trying to go to bed. Another thing that can really help create a calming atmosphere and help your mood and your anxiety levels is aromatherapy. Now you can use essential oils, candles, whatever works for you. I definitely recommend researching essential oils before you use those. But at work and at home, I like to keep a candle around, usually by my sofa. And at work, I have one on a little table behind my desk. There are several scents that are recommended for stress relief, such as lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus, stuff like that. But those tend to aggravate my allergies a little bit. So I like to use vanilla. There's even a cashmere one, I think, that I use at work. And at work, I can't use an actual candle and keep it lit. So I have a little wax warmer that I keep behind me. And it has a nice, refreshing scent that just kind of helps calm my senses. One really big thing that I've definitely had to work on over the years is keeping every area clean and fairly organized. It can be really hard if you're dealing with anxiety and especially depression, but it definitely helps with calming my mind down if my space around me is clean and free of clutter. So that definitely helps a lot if you can do that. Lighting is another really important aspect. At our house, we're big into technology, so we have smart lights and we can lower the brightness or the color even of the lights that we have, like in our lamps and our ceiling fans. And so if I'm feeling really anxious or stressed, I'll kind of turn the lights down a little bit just by using my voice, which is really fun. But lighting can really help you calm your mood down. Sometimes even bright lights can shock your mind and help you get out of a little anxious moment. Setting the temperature in your space is also super helpful. So if you're not too warm or too cold, you can be nice and cozy and temperate, and that can really help your mood. And sometimes a cold temperature is a nice good shock if I'm having a really bad panic or anxiety attack. So just stepping outside and taking a little fresh breath of fresh air really helps me. As far as furniture goes, I really like cushy but firm furniture. So our sofa that we just bought recently is very cushy, but it's also still firm, so it gives you support and it helps you kind of feel more relaxed and comfy. And our velvet chairs that we have are really soft and plushy, which I like. And then at work, I have a really nice ergonomic chair with a cushion in the back to help my back. And I also have a little footrest underneath my desk that's velvety. And it's a really nice texture just to kind of take my shoes off underneath my desk and put my feet on it. It helps kind of ground me in the moment if I'm feeling really anxious during the workday. Another big one for creating a calming environment, which can be hard at work but a little bit easier to do at home, is limiting technology, especially in your bedroom. I know I'm very guilty of using my phone all the time, but something I like to try to do before bedtime is turning it off at least an hour before you actually need to go to sleep. And it helps your mind kind of wind down because the blue light on our technology tends to wire our brains up and keep it moving. And in that vein, social media, definitely limiting time on that. That'll help you stay more calm and help a little bit with not getting triggered so much with your anxiety. Another big way of keeping my home calm is I tend to limit my news intake because I know it can be really stressful, especially in these times with everything going on in the world. But there are great apps that you can use to just get a nice rundown. I know Apple and Google both have apps that you can use just to get bullet points of news throughout the day. And those are really helpful for keeping your brain just a little bit less scattered and a little bit less stressed. There are a million good ways to create a more calming environment, both at home and at work, and you can use what I've talked about here. But there are all sorts of colors, decor, styles out there, and everybody has a different taste and different things that work for them. So I hope you take this just as a guideline. What works for me may not work for you, but I hope it helps. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel and leave some comments down below of what you use to create a more calming environment. Be sure to comment down below if you have any ideas of videos that you'd like to see in the future, and thanks so much for stopping by. Bye.